If you're gonna do something, do it now.
Oh, it's live? Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another of my videos, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about 12 things that we love to do in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
This is Julie Sandoval with the Saltwater Ventures team, and this week we have Bob Kane with Cross Country Mortgage, aka Mortgages by Kane.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You get
ma'am.
it done.
All right. So this week, as Ryan all said, we are talking about the 12 things that we love about the St. Pete area, kind of getting into Tampa Bay. When we started making our list, we actually have more than 12, so I'm sure
What a surprise.
so we're going to go over, for sure,
How many involve drinking?
a few.
Okay.
Fernando from the Peanut Gallery. Fernando, ladies and
Fernando.
gentlemen.
Hello,
Fernando's
hello.
here, manning the camera. So
The other half of the Saltwater Ventures team.
you can blame me
with
for all that.
Remax. Awesome.
That's right.
But first,
So this week, well, as we do, this is something that we started a few weeks ago. So we want to start with a moment of gratitude and give thanks. Bob, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. I'm thankful for an awesome year. Without good realtor referral partners like you all, I wouldn't have been able to reach one of my goals, which is $8 million so far in business.
Awesome.
Yeah, which I think it's great. Really appreciate all my clients out there and everybody that I've worked hard with this year to get into homes and refinance. So if you're looking to purchase or refinance, Mortgages by Kane.
Yeah. Awesome. So I have a few things I'm grateful for this week. First one being we had a great holiday party on Friday. So want to thank our broker and our basically our office as a whole, Nick Frazier, Denise, Keith, our admin support, Ashley, Angela. So I just want to say thanks for that. And just thankful that we're closing out a great year. I actually got a phone call from a seller that we helped sell their home earlier this year, and they're moving back to the Tampa Bay area, so we're going to help them buy. So I'm grateful for returning customers as
Awesome.
well. So, sweet.
That's great.
Yeah.
Lots to be thankful
Lots
for.
to be thankful for as we come into the end of the year and start a new year out, for sure.
Yep, looking forward to what 2019 holds for us and everything that we can do to be in the forefront and help other people get into houses, which is really our main goal.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's get started.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Bob, do you want to do the first one? Do you want to start out?
Well,
Or
being
I
a sports guy, we've got a lot of great sports teams here in the Tampa Bay area. Downtown St. Pete, we've got the Rowdies right there at the beautiful Allang Waterfront Park. And it just so happens that Stu Sternberg, the owner of the Rays, also is now the owner of the Rowdies. And coincidentally enough, the Ebor deal has blown up, and it's possible now. I'm thinking maybe there's some connection there to where the Rays might realize that having a ballpark there on the water, not a open air ballpark because it's super hot here in the Bay Area. Maybe something with a retractable roof, so
Yeah.
it's cooler out. That'd be nice during the early season.
Absolutely.
But that would be cool. So we got the Rowdies. They do all sorts of great concerts there too. Santana's coming. Can't wait to see that. That's
Oh,
April
cool.
18th. Yeah.
Nice. April 18th, Santana. Awesome.
April 18th, Santana at Allang Park. We've got the Rays, at least until 2027 to see what they decide they're going to do. We've got the Bucs.
We've got the Bucs, yeah.
It's so hard to be a
across
Bucs
the room.
fan. It really is, but I've been a Bucs fan all my life. It's one of those things. Love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so hopefully we can figure out a way to fix this team, whatever
Yes.
it may be. And then we've got the Lightning, who are on fire right
Lightning
now.
are on fire.
That's unbelievable. They're going to the playoffs again, and this year hopefully we'll just get the cup, and all will be great for Tampa Bay. So with all our sports teams that we have, I think that's one of my favorite things to do here in Tampa Bay because I love sports.
Yeah. No, so actually I'm going to kind of piggyback. I was going to say one of our favorite things to do is go to Amalie Arena, not only to watch the Lightning, who are awesome, and we've been blessed to go several times, but also we've seen several concerts there.
Yeah, great concert venue.
What's kind of unique, and I haven't seen this in any other arena where they have a hockey team, they actually set up like a courtyard outside, and they have vendors there, and they project the game on the screen. So you can actually sit out there, even on a home game, have a few drinks, bring your chair. They usually have a band. So pretty cool. I haven't seen that anywhere else. So.
It is. The management there at the Rays, I mean, they do phenomenal stuff for their fans. It's amazing. If you drive around Tampa Bay,
Yes.
you'll see tons of banners hanging from buildings, go Bolts.
Go Bolts, go even when the Rays are, when it's baseball season, all of it.
Yeah.
So. Sweet. All right. So first one, I think we covered the sports part
Sports
of
is
it.
awesome. Got a lot of great sports teams.
Sports is good. One of my favorites, and this was pretty cool, is the Gasparilla invasion, and that happens in January. Arr, pirates, ahoy.
Yeah. That's a great time.
It is a great time, and I don't know, I'm going to try to give like a brief history of what I know. We've been here in the Bay Area for 5 years, and Bob's been born and raised here, so you might know more than I do, but it imitates the pirate invasion of Tampa Bay. And
Jose Gaspar,
thank you very much. And they come in on the water, the big pirate ship, and other boaters. We've done this one year when we had our boat. Other boaters come in with the pirate ship and invade the the city of Tampa, looking to get the key to the city.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah, the booty.
Okay.
Got to get the booty.
Got to get the booty. So, so it's cool. They have a big parade, and so you can do the parade. Obviously, that's on land. We've done the land, we've done the parade, we've collected the tons and tons of beads. We've done the water as well, where we've actually taken our boat and spent the day out there and invaded the Bay Area, or the Tampa area downtown in there. So that was a fun experience too. If you can find a parking spot on the dock somewhere, you can actually then go in, but it was kind of difficult, so we just kind of hung out on the water when we were done.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Just seeing all the different, walks of life. And when I say that, I truly mean there is all sorts of walks of life that run through Gasparilla. It's one of the most eclectic, awesome partying events in Tampa that I've ever been to. Whether you're by boat or by land, I've been, by both, and I've actually been fortunate enough to actually be in the parade on a float for a few years in a row. And that, by far, it's the total rock star experience, because everybody's just screaming, and they want these, $1.99 beats. I have no idea why, but they want these cheap beats.
They do, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Another few notes I want to add on that is they have a lot of other events that surround Gasparilla. So they actually have a kids parade, because I wouldn't say it's hard for a kid to go to the day parade. It's definitely more adult oriented.
Very much so.
So they do have a kids parade. They have some fun run events.
Yeah, the
based around
Gasparilla
it.
Distance Classic, I think it
They
is.
do, and
Gasparilla Music Festival.
The Gasparilla, the music festival. So it's just cool to see the community kind of come together like that.
Yeah, and they also have the Gasparilla Night Parade too.
And the night parade,
which is through Ybor City, which is awesome. If you've never been to Ybor City and you're looking to come to the Bay Area, a lot of history there, with a lot of Cubans coming to Tampa and bringing some of the best food, rolling cigars. A lot of history, and then of course the underground secret tunnels in Ybor City.
Recently found.
Recently found, right.
All right, so let's go ahead, Bob. You give the next one.
Well, St. Patty's Day is one of my favorites. Obviously, being Irish, first generation, here in the States. Both my parents are from Dublin, Ireland. Up the Dubs. So, St. Patty's Day downtown St. Pete's by far one of my favorite places to go, other than my mother's house for St. Patty's Day. My mother and father. My mom puts on this big, huge, usually about 20 pounds of corned beef, and
oh my gosh,
like a big bushel of cabbage. She'll buy this big crate, and so the house smells great. And we usually go downtown first. Okay. Have a couple pints, maybe a few shots of Jameson, because that's the thing you do on St. Patty's Day. Yeah, one in Rome.
Right.
But Corrigan's downtown on Beach Drive, which is right in front, actually in the same building as the Bayfront Towers.
Yes.
So it overlooks this little park, and Al Lang Stadium's right there too. So they shut that whole block down, and you've got a bar that they have. They have traditional Irish music and dancers and sing-songs going on. So that's one of my favorite things to do, as well as in front of One Night Stand, which is a country bar. Kind of strange that a country bar would throw the big Irish party, but they're right there on First Avenue North, so they shut down. They'll actually do leprechaun tossing, which is kind of fun to watch. I gotta be honest with you.
As long as no one gets hurt, we're good. We're good.
Well, they got a mechanical bull in there too, so if you want to ride that, that's fun too. But they shut that down. You got McDitton's a little bit further up the street on First Avenue North. They've got a location in Tampa as well too, but the one in St. Pete is what I go to most, just because it's closer. And they do the traditional Irish dancing, Irish music, all sorts of fun too. But yeah, St. Patty's Day, downtown St. Pete on Central Avenue. They close all that down. There's music, there's entertainment. All the different bars and restaurants are Irish for one day that aren't Irish. So it's a great time to get together. So I'd just have to say St. Patty's Day is probably on my top of the list.
Nice.
My top of the list there. Jesus, they're top of the list.
I think we need a shot of Jameson. Just kidding.
Jameson assistant.
All right. So I'm going to go, I'm going to keep it in downtown St. Pete. And one of our favorite things, we don't get to do it a lot, but it's First Friday.
Ooh, yeah.
So the first Friday of every month, downtown St. Pete, they actually shut off a few blocks. They have live music, they have bars opens, drink specials, and you just get to walk around and meet people. Everyone's really friendly, or a lot of people are not from the area and they come down and check it out.
Yeah.
So we really like that.
And the police are pretty lax about you carrying drinks
around,
right there on Central Avenue. So it's almost like a little mini New Orleans.
Yeah,
little mini
absolutely.
Bourbon Street kind of there for one night, for First Friday. So
and it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, especially during the cooler weather.
Yes. The summer is a little brutal, so we'll move on. All right.
Speaking of on the Central,
yes.
Did you know you could ride the trolley to and from the beach for less than $1?
I do.
And it's air conditioned now.
It's air conditioned.
Yeah, it's air conditioned now. You can ride the trolley, which I don't know. It's just like you're a kid again.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. You get on the trolley and you just take all the sights in. Let someone else do the driving. Go out to the beach, get lunch. Have a few drinks, not worry about driving again, and then you just hop back on the trolley for less than $1 round trip.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's awesome.
It is awesome. That's a really cool thing.
That,
well, there
Fernando
you go.
didn't know that, so see, he got a tidbit out of here. See?
Taking notes over here.
Good. Well, so talking of beaches, I think, of course, this is going to come up, is Clearwater Beach. Mm-hmm. And while it's like 45 minutes from our house, we like to go up there every now and then and have fun. But I mean, it's, obviously it always pops in on like the top 10 beaches in America. So Clearwater Beach, it's great water, beautiful white sand. They have shops, they have restaurants, they have fishing.
Yeah, they got the charter boats there.
Yeah, they have all the charter boats there. You can do a dinner cruise out of there. They have the pirate ship cruise.
Frenchies, which is famous for all their grouper and stone crabs.
Absolutely.
They have a big stone crab festival in October.
They do. And I was going to say they also have the pier out there, which is like their famous pier, but they're going to have
Pier
like
60?
Piers. Yeah, I think it's 60 or 61.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Pier 60? I'm not a Clearwater guy.
Yeah.
You haven't noticed.
But they do, a lot of craft shows. They have the sand sculpting show out there as well once a year. And like the one thing that we learned, because traffic can be bad in and out of Clearwater, during certain times of the year they have the ferry, so you can park on the other side and take it over the intercoastal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I think it's like $4 or $5.
Oh.
So you can actually park on the Clearwater, like near downtown Clearwater.
Right.
Take it over, so you don't have to worry about parking. You can walk around and have a good time, and then take it back over.
That's cool.
And it runs like every 30 minutes. Yeah.
There you go.
So that way, that's the big thing with me is parking and traffic. I hate it. So.
Speaking of ferries,
Yes.
I mean, that was kind of an odd segue, but I haven't done it yet, but I want to try it. It's the ferry downtown St. Pete that they have.
Yes.
And I always want to take that and go over to Tampa for an afternoon and experience Sparkman Wharf, which is that new development over there.
Yes.
It's kind of on my list of things to do. It's not on my top 12 things to do in St. Pete because I haven't done it yet, but
Right.
I definitely want to try that.
Yeah, I agree, because I think that's something that we've talked about. So
That'd be fun.
absolutely.
Get a group of people, you go over there,
Have some fun.
let somebody else, again, do the driving, and then you hop the ferry back, and what a great day of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Something different. And
Yeah.
that's one of the things that, St. Pete's really known for is, I think, is different.
Yes.
We do a lot of things differently than
Yes.
other little cities or towns. We really come together and we look at things in a different way.
We do. Yeah. We're more relaxed over here, I think.
We're very chill. It's very much a
Especially for
flip-flop
like
and
a beach
shorts.
city. Yeah. Flip-flop shorts, doesn't matter who you are.
Right. It's funny because you go to Tampa and it's like Tampa to me, it's more of, and I'm not knocking Tampa by any means, But as soon as I drive over that bridge, I feel like I have to have my tie on, you know, and I got to have my loafers on, and it's just a different feel. I come to St. Pete, and it's like, you know, I'm in the flip-flops, tank top, shorts, Hawaiian shirt, whatever it may be. It's totally casual. It's a different atmosphere.
Love it. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I love it a lot. In downtown St. Pete, you got all the different breweries, too.
Yes. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Which ones have you been to?
I am sad to say I've only been to Three Daughters, but that's downtown, I guess. And
That's
then
the
I've
Arts
been
District,
to Big
yeah.
Storm, so that's a little out of the way, but every
Green
time.
Bench.
Oh yeah, I've been to Green Bench. Thank
And they're
you.
doing that big new expansion there with Green
They
Bench.
are.
You're going to have a tasting room. One of the things that they used to have back in the day at Busch Gardens was you could actually go there and watch the beer being made.
Oh,
As a kid, you
cool.
could look through the glass and you could see them, you know, canning it and doing everything like that. Well, Green Bench is kind of bringing that back.
Nice.
In a smaller, you know, format.
Yeah.
But what a cool thing. You can bring
That
your
is
kids
cool.
there, check it out, and they can learn, you know, how, you know, beer is made.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that I find is as I'm driving around St. Pete now, downtown, there's like a new brewery like every week. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
there
So
is.
I just don't have enough time. I don't think my liver can handle it. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, definitely something to check out when you're here.
Yeah, all sorts of cool
Sweet.
stuff. Like you said, at Three Daughters, because you got all the games that they have.
Yeah, Three Daughters has
And
the
they
games,
do food trucks.
food trucks.
They just did a Frogman big meet there, and the Frogmen are the ones of the Navy SEALs that swim across Tampa Bay.
Oh.
One of my friends from high school, Ken Bowen's part of that. He put this big event together. Dr. Barbecue was there. They had a bunch of other chefs and
Nice.
whatnot. So it was the day after Thanksgiving they had it, but a great success, I heard. They raised a bunch of money for the foundation too.
Awesome.
And that's one thing about Three Daughters is, man, they are really good about charity.
They are, and I was, while we're talking about it, my sister actually, they help with, I don't know if it's SPCA, but they have a big event every year they host, you know, someone else organizes it, but they're there every year. So I usually go with her and check that out too.
Yeah, and the owners are on the board to the food bank for St. Petersburg.
Oh, nice.
And they've helped tremendously over the last couple years. And you know what a great idea. They're taking their old mash that they have when they
Okay.
make their beer,
Yeah.
and then they sell it to farmers, you know,
Oh.
for feed for the animals
Wow.
and stuff. So they take all that money
Impressive.
that they get from their spent mash or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and they donate that then to charity to the food bank to help
Sweet.
feed homeless people and people that are in need. you
That's
know?
awesome.
So it is awesome.
That is
It's just a great little thing.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna switch it up here a little bit. So
Switch.
one of the other great things that I love about living here in the St. Pete area is Fort DeSoto Park.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a state park, it's actually a county-owned park, but it's awesome. They have camping, they have a dog park, they have bike trails, like I think it's like 6 or 12 miles of bike trails. You can go kayaking or paddleboarding. They have a boat ramp there. Trying to think. Oh, and then they have the big cabanas.
Pavilions. Yeah, the pavilions.
Yeah, the big pavilion, so you could have a big group. You just reserve them. It's super cheap, and you can barbecue and be at the beach, or they have playgrounds and everything for the kids. So we like to bring our bikes down there because it's pretty safe with Ryan, our 10-year-old, so that we can ride our bikes in a safe environment and not worry about getting hit by a car.
Yeah, plus you got all the cool forts too
Plus-
that you can go check out.
Yeah,
and
the
all the
forts.
history there that's actually at Fort DeSoto, which was the first area, I guess, they built to protect the land.
Right.
So this is where all the
Absolutely.
Spaniards, you know, set up shop
Came in.
basically. Yeah. So I love history. I'm not
Yeah.
very good at it, but I love it.
I love it. I love it.
Movies in the park.
Movies in the park. Love movies
How can
in
you
the
not
park.
love movies in the
Woo!
park?
Movies in the park. Okay.
Have you been to any movies in the park?
Yes. So I've been several times.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No, I didn't make it to that
Yeah,
one.
that was a good one. That was fun. Yeah. Home Alone, they're playing, I think, this
They
weekend
are pretty
or
soon.
next week.
Maybe next weekend.
Yeah, Home Alone, of course, that's a great
See?
holiday classic.
It is. I know around Halloween they were doing. Oh man, they were doing Halloween movies around
No way.
Halloween. No way.
Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yeah. All the scary ones.
Jason. No, we don't know. Okay.
But
We like movies in the
we
park,
like
though.
movies in the park, so it's 2
Bring your
months.
dogs. you
Yeah,
know.
it's 2 months out of every year. You can bring chairs, you can bring blankets, you can bring food, your pets, and
Wine, beer.
They
They're pretty
have
relaxed
a band.
about that. They've also got food trucks too, if you don't
They
want
have
to
food
have
trucks
to
too.
bring all that stuff with you. And they
Yeah.
usually have a band, like you said, that
They
opens
usually
up.
have a band that opens up, and then once the nighttime comes, you go. And That's put on, I believe, by the St. Pete Historical Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's amazing, and you can actually give donations. They will, when you're at the movies, they'll ask for donations
Which
if
is
you want
fine.
to give
That's
out.
great.
Yeah, which
I
is
mean, you gotta
awesome.
keep it going.
Preserve the Berg.
So speaking of parks,
Okay.
all the things to do in parks here locally.
Yes.
Reggae Rise Up is a great
Uh-huh.
festival that's in the park there at Vinoy Park. You've got Blues Fest.
Blues Fest.
You know, Rib Fest,
Fest.
which just happened last month. Great success. All that money goes to All Children's Hospital. It's a great cause that the Northeast Exchange Club puts on every year. I volunteer as a beer pourer. You know, it's a tough job.
Tough job.
Tough job, but I'll do it.
Tough.
They'll feed me in ribs. You know, so you have Shakespeare in the Park too,
Oh,
which is
I
another.
haven't done that.
It's another cool thing to do. Is
Okay.
Shakespeare in the Park. You can bring your blankets, and again, you can bring your vino and your cheese and your
Snacks
cracker
and-
snacks, whatever
nice.
it is, and sit there and enjoy a little Shakespeare in the Park. And then one of the best things I've experienced was when the Florida Orchestra did Star Wars
Oh, that's
in the
cool.
park. Just hearing that, you know, I mean,
missed
the way,
that.
yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty
Nice.
cool. And then they ended it with the big Stars and Stripes celebration
Oh,
and whatnot,
sweet.
and fireworks. So that's right down there in Vinoy Park as well.
Yeah, it is.
Great things to do down in St. Pete. You just got to get here.
Something else that I had, and we were lucky enough to be invited with Bob to this, was the Grand Prix.
Oh, the St. Pete Grand
the
Prix.
St. Pete Grand Prix, and that is in October.
No, it's in March.
It's in okay.
Very close. Right around the corner.
Totally off.
Wow.
Woo! So the St. Pete Grand Prix, that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was
it's a
our
great
first time going in the 5 years that we've been
Were you
here.
there for the Black Honkies concert?
We were there
Yeah.
for the Black Honkies concert.
So my friend Jim Duval, who is a big race guy, has his RVs and his crew, and it's just this big, massive 3-day party they set up.
It was crazy.
And the Black Honkies typically will come out and play for everybody. And I think this year, actually, they're going to have another band on Friday night.
Cool.
I think it's Pitbull Toddler, Mike Calta's band from 102.5 The Bone. And then Saturday, they're going to have the Black Honkies play.
Sweet.
So another great time, great event.
It is, and you know what I really liked about it? No one was, I mean, you know, you end up going into other people's tents or areas, but no one was weird about it. It was like a big family.
It is, and
Which
that's the thing
was
about the
awesome.
racing community.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's just like, yeah, come on in. You know, you need a drink here. Let me hook you up. You need something to eat. Everybody's
Right.
super friendly. It's a chill, relaxed atmosphere.
It was cool.
We're just there for fun.
Yeah.
You know, and that's everyone's just there for fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Say hi to Bunny and Nick.
Hi, Bunny and Nick.
How are you, Bunny and Nick?
I miss you, Bunny.
Boating,
Boating.
one of my favorite things
One of
to
our
do
favorite
here.
things to do.
We got Captain Fernando Sandoval. If you ever want to go out and need a captain,
Yeah.
is your captain license still active?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Okay. All right. So
We love boating. One of the reasons why we moved, actually, even specifically to this part of Florida, was because the water is so warm here most of the year, and you can use it. And the beaches were so great, and the waterways, they're not all so easy to get through, but it's easy to navigate.
yeah, no, it's
So-
clearly marked.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, you can go out in Tampa Bay, you can do some great fishing, pull some snook out of there. You can get there's some holes where you can get some grouper out of Tampa
Yeah.
Bay if you know
If
the
you
right
know where.
coordinates. You know,
Absolutely.
we can tell everybody if you'd like.
Yeah. If
It's
anyone,
it's a great spot. It's a great spot to go.
if anyone knows where that is, please tell me.
But you got Bunce's Pass too, which is right
Bunce's
out by
Pass,
Fort
yeah.
DeSoto. That's a big boating stop.
That's
John's
awesome.
Pass,
John's
right through
Pass.
there. You've got the big sandbar where people go boating a lot. Gulfport, you can boat through there, and
Yeah.
you can pull up and go eat at one of the restaurants, or walk around any of the different shops
Go
or areas
shopping.
there in
Yeah.
Gulfport. Lots of cool things. Egmont's one of my favorite places to go by boat.
Yeah.
The water out at Egmont is pristine.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, it's
Crystal
like
clear.
the island. You're in the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
it is.
And
it is.
you just pull up there, you anchor off, you have some sandwiches, you have a few drinks, and you just relax for the day and
Yeah.
take a slow boat home.
Yes.
You know?
So I have a funny story about Egmont. So when we first brought our boat here, we went out, and some parts are pretty shallow, but it was so clear I was actually kind of yelling at Fernando, like, slow down, we're shallow. And he's like, we're like in 15 feet of water, we're good. So then I jump in the water. It's the end of September. So what's in the water in September here?
Stingrays.
And jellyfish.
Oh, jellyfish.
There were jellyfish everywhere. So we put our kayak in, and one was like literally right in my face because I had my mask on. So I jumped up in the kayak from the water. I don't know how I did it, but yeah.
Ugh.
So anyways, so stupid. I'm a big scaredy cat, sorry.
And if you're into scalloping too, you can go to North County, like Homosassa, Crystal River,
Yeah.
Steenhatchee. You've got scallop season, which opens typically around July 4th weekend.
Yep.
They've extended that, and now they're talking about opening it up sooner and possibly up to like Tarpon Springs. They're going to start it.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
yeah, so that's cool too. And you like Tarpon Springs?
I do like Tarpon Springs. So if anyone's not familiar with Tarpon Springs, they have the sponge docks there, and they have a ton of the most delicious Greek food that I've ever had. Great drink specials when you're up there, cute little shops that you can get all kinds of things. My mom loves to drag me up there. She loves it, and I go with her because I kind of love it too. So it's just relaxed. Parking's usually pretty easy there, and you can get in and out, and we love it.
Yeah, I love food too. So I mean, it's win-win for me.
Win-win, win-win.
And speaking of food, one of my
Speaking of
favorite
food.
restaurants here in the Bay Area is a local favorite. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Harvey's
Harvey's.
4th Street Grill. What a surprise you're
What
thinking
a
you're
surprise.
saying, you know?
I'm so thinking that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going to that place for 30-something years probably.
Nice.
40 years. It's unbelievable. I don't even know how long they've been open. Maybe 50 years they've been open.
A long time.
Yeah, it seems like it. But yeah, Dan Harvey, what a great restaurant. So consistent too. That's what the thing about a restaurant, trying to get something that's consistent. And I've had everything on that menu, trust me, more than once. And it's always consistent, always the best.
Nice.
The best, freshest grouper. I was there last night actually, no surprise. Got a char-grill blackened grouper sandwich. So
Nice.
I invite you to go
Go
try
for it.
one of them.
Nice.
They've got great burgers, French dips. They've got everything. The drinks there are awesome. The bartenders there are awesome.
Nice.
It's a cool atmosphere. So if you're looking for a good local spot and you've never been to Harvey's 4th Street Grill, I highly recommend
Check it
that.
out.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I can't even tell a favorite restaurant. So we go out to eat a lot. And I don't know. I don't even have a favorite. I probably have like 10. So I'm not even going to go there right now.
My other favorite is VIP
Oh,
on
yes,
Treasure
we
Island.
forgot about Treasure Island.
I love Treasure Island and VIP.
See, there's one of my
The
favorites
best
too.
$5 margaritas on
Oh, God.
on Wednesday.
The most deadly.
I know it's sad that I know all these specials, but
Yes,
know,
it's
don't
all
have any
right.
kids, so me and the wife, we do go out a lot to
That's
eat too,
right.
and
Yeah.
love to get out and about. But yeah, some of the best Mexican food you'll ever get. And then right next
Absolutely.
door at Ricky T's, some great live music. So while you're waiting
yes.
for your table, you go next door, listen to some live music.
Yes.
You come back, you indulge in some VIP and some margaritas, and then
Oh my
you get
gosh.
yourself a safe ride home somehow
Yes, you
with
do.
a share service.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're almost the end of our time. I think Fernando's starting to give me the no.
We got a
Okay,
couple
so we're
minutes
still
if you
good.
wanna-
All right.
We got a couple other good ones.
Yeah, some of the other good places
Yeah.
downtown St. Pete.
Guys talk about
Galley.
First Friday or
Well, no, we already did
Oh,
First
did we?
Friday. Yeah.
The Galley restaurant downtown St. Pete on 4th Street. Pete Bolin and his guys, what a great job they did there. And now they've teamed up with a bunch of other guys,
Yes.
locals, John Labuddy, who's been around forever.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine too. So Pete Bolin, Ian, Larry Munch from Munches.
Yes, yeah.
They took over the lease at Salt Rock for the old Fishtails, which was a complete dump, in my opinion. And now they're revamping it, and it's going to be the Big Catch
Yes.
at Salt Creek. And the Big Catch used to be the original nightclub downtown St. Pete.
Oh.
Yeah, quarter beer night, Thursday night.
Oh boy.
And I was the DJ, so we had a lot of fun there doing that when I was in my younger
Yeah.
days. But looking forward to what they do there
Me too.
at the Big Catch at Salt Creek. They're revamping it. I was talking with Pete the other day, and he was sharing some ideas,
Nice.
about what they're doing. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's
Nice.
really going to be a
Yeah,
really
us
cool
too.
destination because it's a great spot. I mean, it's like
It's
this
wonderful.
It's this hidden gem.
Yeah.
On the water. Right there in the back of Salt Creek, you can watch the boats come in, and now they're going to have a restaurant that actually has good food.
Yeah, I know. So we used to keep our boat there and the dry storage, so we would go to Fishtails a lot. because we
I'm
would
sorry.
get off the water. Their fish and chips was delicious, though. I'll give that plug. But I mean, so I am anxious to see a new restaurant there, and it's close to our house too.
Right on.
So it'll be nice. It'll be good.
Any good places for brunch?
Brunch. Well, of course, you got to go to Park Shore if you like a good brunch. Sit outside. One of the best brunches, if you want to go and you get a brunch buffet, is 400 Beach.
I would say 400 Beach.
They've got a great buffet for the money at 400 Beach, and also the Vinoy. They do a phenomenal brunch inside at Marchand's.
Nice.
And also, too, if you done brunch and you want to go up and have a cocktail at Paul's Landing, which is the new restaurant they just built over
Okay.
by the pool at the Vinoy. It's got a great view of the water in the basin and all the boats coming in.
Nice.
So after you get filled up on brunch, you go up there, you sit in the pool, and
enjoy.
Yeah. Life is good in St. Pete.
It is good. I was gonna add for brunch. It's close to our house, but they have really delicious food too. Is Nueva Cantina.
Oh, I love
If you've
that.
ever been there, love Nueva Cantina. They do have a great brunch. They have make it your own Bloody Mary, not a bloody martini. Bloody Mary, and then they have bottomless mimosas too.
Yeah.
So yummy.
And then if you want a good rooftop bar, the Canopy.
The Canopy, yes.
That's got a great view too, and they've
Yes.
got restaurants there and whatnot if you're hungry.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
All right.
So definitely thank you for joining us. Put in your comments maybe some of your favorite places to go in St. Pete.
That'd be great, yeah, because there's so
Yeah.
many different places to go. I haven't tried them all, being in a local. I'm always kind of scared when a new place opens up to go try it without somebody giving me a recommendation,
Right.
because that's just the way I am.
Yeah.
So if you know of a good spot or a good place in St. Pete, whether it's a restaurant or whether it's entertainment or whether it's just a park you like
Yeah.
to go and just hang out and relax in,
Absolutely.
or a boating spot
Yeah.
where there's some good grouper, that'd be great too. Share
Yep.
us the
Please share.
coordinates and the numbers.
All right, guys.
Alright.
Once again, so Julie Sandoval, Saltwater Ventures team. We're with Remax All-Star in Madeira Beach.
And I'm Bob Kane, Cross Country Mortgage. MortgagesByKane.com. Purchase or refinance, VA loans, FHA loans. We've got it all, and we can help you get into a house.
He's awesome.
All right.
All right.
thank you.
Have a good night.
Cheers.